Welcome to another instructional video from Everlast Refiner. In this video I'm going to show you how to install a number 40 bypass oil filtration system on a John Deere 744H front loader with a 6125A John Deere engine. This kit includes everything that you'll require to completely install this bypass oil filter system. Additional filter elements can be purchased separately at everlastrefiner.com. First, we're going to install the mounting bracket and the oil refiner canister. So, install the mounting bracket on the top of the engine compartment as shown, using the 1/4 by 1 inch bolts, flat washers, lock washers, and nuts provided in the hardware kit. You're going to want to locate this bracket so that it's not directly behind the engine exhaust stack. Next, install the refiner canister using the mounting bracket strap provided with the 1/4 by 1 inch bolts, lock washers, and nuts provided. Before completely tightening this assembly, level the refiner and orient the 3/4 inch return port so that the return hose assembly faces aft as shown. Next, we're going to install the engine oil return line. So, using the thread sealant provided, install the non-swivel end of the 3/4 inch engine oil return hose assembly onto the return port on the side of the oil refiner canister. In order to route this hose assembly into the engine compartment, a small amount of metal must be cut away using a cutting wheel as shown. This hose assembly returns clean oil to the engine oil pan by gravity, so the hose assembly must be routed so that it goes downhill all the way to the engine oil pan connection. At no point in the routing of the return hose assembly should it go dramatically uphill. Next, drain the engine oil and remove the plug from the rear accessory port on the right side of the engine oil pan. Next, install the engine oil pan adapter provided. This is an O-ring boss connection and does not require thread sealant. Next, connect the swivel end of the return hose assembly to the oil pan as shown. This is a JIC fitting and does not require thread sealant either. Secure the routing of the return hose assembly as required using the provided tie wraps and replace the engine oil and check for leaks. Next, we're going to install the engine oil supply line. So, remove the engine oil pressure sensor located on the bottom of the engine oil cooler, which is located on the driver's side of the engine as shown. Using the thread sealant provided, install the 1/8 inch street key so that the side port faces away from the engine. Using the thread sealant provided, reinstall the oil pressure sensor on the side port of the street key just installed. Route the non-swivel end of the pressure hose assembly through the grate hole below the oil refiner canister as shown. Using the thread sealant provided, attach the oil pressure hose assembly to the bottom port of the regulating valve installed on the bottom fitting of the oil refiner canister. Route the pressure hose assembly across the top and down the left side of the radiator, then forward to the oil pressure sensor adapter. Secure this hose routing with the tie wraps provided. Using the thread sealant compound provided, install the swivel end of the pressure hose assembly to the bottom port on the oil pressure sensor adapter key. There are two valves attached to the bottom of the oil refiner canister. The one on the side with the 90-degree street elbow and plug attached to it is for taking oil samples. The bottom valve is for regulating the incoming flow rate of engine oil. Next, we're going to establish the electrical connections for the 24-volt heating element in the heated lid assembly of the thermal dehydrator located on the top of the oil refiner canister. So first, route the electrical cable down along the side of the radiator and forward along the air conditioner hose to the bottom of the power distribution compartment located on the passenger side of the operator's compartment. Next, Drill a 3/8 inch hole in the bottom of the compartment and route the power cable up into the power distribution compartment as shown. Seal this hole with the silicone provided to eliminate any chafing. Once in the compartment, connect the black wire to a suitable chassis ground. Onto the white wire, install the inline fuse provided and connect it to the 10 amp fuse located in the lower right corner of the power distribution panel as shown. Next, secure the routing of this power wire assembly using the tie wraps provided as required. Now it's time to operationally check the system and set the flow rate. First, remove the heated lid using a rag or a glove. This lid has a heating element in it and gets reasonably hot. Not hot enough to burn you, but you wouldn't want to hold on to it for very long. Start the engine and watch for oil flow across the dispersion plate. This will take several minutes, so be patient. Opening the regulator valve on the bottom of the oil refiner canister fully and running the engine at high idle will help speed this process up. Now once oil is flowing, adjust the regulator valve so that a slow, even flow of oil covers the step dispersion plate at idle. Once this is established, run the engine at high idle to ensure that the can will not overflow. If you notice the canister filling up, readjust the regulator valve on the bottom of the oil refiner canister to slow the flow rate. For this application, 1/2 turn open of the flow regulator valve is the normal setting. Return the engine to idle. Reinstall the heated lid using a rag or a glove. Install the washer and wing nut provided, and hand tight is fine. And that's it. The Everlast refiner bypass oil filtration system is installed and the flow rate is established. Maintenance. To properly maintain this number 40 bypass oil filtration system, check your oil level and dispersion plate flow rate regularly. Take oil samples every 500 hours. Replace the filter element in the oil refiner canister anytime that you notice a significant reduction in your dispersion plate flow rate or you get an oil sample report that indicates that it's time. Foregoing all this, replace your filter element once a year. Oil analysis. To address any questions you may have about your oil sample results, please go to the link shown here, or for direct assistance, please contact our technical support at the link provided. Now, how does it work? Well, if you have any questions about how the Everlast refiner bypass oil filtration system actually works to preserve the condition and quality of your motor oil, please go to the link provided. There's a thorough description here and a short video which explains in detail how the oil refining process works. Finally, for any technical support questions, please contact the link shown here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please keep coming back to view additional videos from Everlast Refiner. Thank you.